December 27th, let's talk another MAC team. Buffalo will take on Georgia Southern in the Camellia Bowl, noon Eastern. Tuesday afternoon, noon Eastern, which is lovely, on December 27th on ESPN in Montgomery, Alabama. Location-wise, obviously, an advantage for Georgia Southern. This is the Kyle Van Treese Revenge Bowl game. The quarterback for Georgia Southern, who has led their air raid offense this year, was the quarterback for Buffalo last year before transferring to Georgia Southern. I've talked at length all year about how I think Buffalo is a fraud. Their wins, a miracle win against Miami of Ohio, thanks to a penalty. They beat Bowling Green, UMass, a miraculous comeback against Toledo, and then they beat Akron by 1 to get bowl eligible at home. This is a team that I was fading down the stretch. Probably look to fade them here. I want to get 3. Georgia Southern is a 3.5-point favorite here. Over-unders at 67. Georgia Southern air raid, wants to throw the ball as much as anyone in the country. Their defense is really bad, but I'm not a Cole Snyder guy. Still think he has more regression coming his way. And I think Georgia Southern will be able to have success throwing on Buffalo. I think Buffalo, the strength of their defense is against the run. This is a down year for the Buffalo defense. They have some guys in the portal. Doesn't look like Georgia Southern does. I like Georgia Southern here. I'm going to wait to see if this ticks down to 3. But yeah, I'm all about fading the MAC this bowl season for the most part, and Buffalo's at the top of that list. What do you see here?
I've got a explicit plan of attack in this game. After 5 years as Buffalo quarterback Kyle Van Treese helped Georgia Southern move off the triple option and become a pass-first offense. He had 3,900.
Really successful year for them, considering what they had their transition.
Shocking. I don't think we could have ever predicted that Clay Helton was coming in and they were going to have this kind of offense. Where was this offense? Out on the West Coast? Buffalo was much better against the run and not the pass. 93rd in coverage, dead last in allowing explosives and standard down. So Kyle Van Treese is going to have a lot of success on first, second down. Georgia Southern had 3 different receivers with 100 targets. Slot receiver Caleb Hood is the most explosive of the bunch, and wideout Derwin Burgess has the most touchdowns at 7 on the season. If you go to the other side of the ball, so I expect Georgia Southern to score. If you go to the other side, Buffalo's rushing attack is going to have the same advantages. Mike Washington, Ron Cook Jr., they get a Georgia Southern defense that's 130th in line yards, 127th.
Their defense sucks all over.
Buffalo's going to run all day. The spread is exactly where it should be. The total is higher than projected. I've got it more around in the low 60s than the high 60s. But Georgia Southern, the reason why it's inflated is Georgia Southern runs at 22 seconds per play. There's no defensive resistance here. So to me, this is your live betting game of the day. 4 games on this Saturday. This is your live betting game of the day. May take, I don't know, I can't talk myself into Buffalo side, but I would start with Buffalo, look for Georgia Southern live. But this is a live trading game. Try to get 3 on both sides. Try to get 4 on both sides. But I think you're going to get it in this one. This will be back and forth.